Okay, welcome everybody to our pitch today. And I hope you all are so excited as I am excited. So just let us know where you are chiming in from. And possibly, I'm just going to be sharing the link of the YouTube. So you can share with your friends and your family members if they want to join in. You can possibly share that link with them so they can have them. For those who want us to share the slides for them, please, if you haven't sent the slide, please could you send it on the Telegram, and then I would be prepared to share that with you later on once we get started. And we have sent the list of presentations. So some of you must have seen that. If you haven't, please make sure you have a look and see that, because we will be following that same order for presentation. So once again, I welcome you all. So I will be handing over to our host for today, okay? I'm sure you all have already met me, but for those who haven't met me, my name is Amarachi Amalgo, and I'm the founder of Grace Foundation. I myself and my team, we work together to help with so many things in terms of the corporate social responsibilities and things we have to do back in Africa. And I will talk a little bit about that as we carry on. But without further ado, let me make welcome Dia, who is an alumni of the iThrive project on the first round. So Dia, I would let you do all the introductions, so I'll hand over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Doctor. I am super, super excited, right? Just activating the mood of this old pitch, and my brain just started to play before me. The last speech, how anxious I was, I can just see all of the scene right before me. And I just want to welcome every of the iThrivers. Congratulations, you made it to the finalists. It's such an amazing feat, to be honest. It's such an amazing feat. And I think you deserve a round of applause. So can I just see in the comment section, give yourself a good warm round of applause that, girl, you've got this, right? Let me see that. Let me see your clap buzzing in the chat box. I am literally giving you a live clap, right? Well done, ladies. This is so, so commendable. And I just really want to tell you, please, I know all of your nerves are hot, you're anxious, all of those things, but I really just want to tell you that calm down and, just look at your screen, turn on your camera, just like you're turning on your camera, look at yourself and say, Deborah, you've got this. Chioma, you've got this. Victoria, you've got this, right? Just put up your best foot forward, right? Your ideas are valid. Everything you're doing is valid. All that you just want to do now is just to pitch and all of that. So don't get anxious. If you can grab a cup of water, please do. If you can grab a sachet, a piece of sweets, grab it, whatever you need to do to just keep yourself put together, all right? Just calm down. And before we start off with the pitch, I want to talk a little bit about what Army Grace Foundation is all about, right? Army Grace Foundation is what has provided the opportunity for us to be here today. In the past few weeks, you guys have gone through a lot of thorough learning. You've been coached on business. You've had guest coaches. You've had live and recorded sessions. And we've seen a whole lot of testimonials about how those sessions have really, really helped you. All right. So just a little brief for people who are also watching via YouTube online, just to know what Army Grace is all about. So Army Grace Foundation provides social interventions and innovative educational solutions to a range of challenges in underserved communities in Africa. We have so far served several socially deprived Nigerians in the Southwest, South-South, Southeast, and North Central regions of Nigeria, with a plan to reach more communities across Africa. 120 women have been empowered, 39 scholarships have been awarded, 51 entrepreneurship training, and over 300 women have been mentored closely. Our vision in Army Grace Foundation is to lead, empower, and inspire young people by providing capacity building programs to maximize their full potentials and to impact their families. And our vision is to develop and strengthen a community where we create positive change through service and capacity building. And of course, our founder is no other phenomenal woman and person of Dr. Amarachi Amalgo, who hails from the eastern part of Nigeria, but born and raised in the northern part of the country, right? And she understands the lived experience of individuals, especially young women from deprived communities. Many of women struggle to overcome the limiting structural and social, political, economic barrier. I think I want to take a pause at this moment to just talk from my heart who our founder is. She's such, okay, I think I should say she's love on two legs, right? I'm sure some of you can testify. She's love on two legs, and she's always going over and beyond to see that everyone gets the support that they need. And this is not because I'm trying to be courteous. This is not because, it's expected of me to talk about the founder, but this is, real life experience of who Doctor is. She just wants to see everyone gets the support that they need. And she has been living that all along. And that is why she has been able to come up with this amazing foundation just to support women, and of which iThrive project is an offshoot of those foundation. And today, we will be having our 9 phenomenal women who have showed grit and grace in the past few weeks, and they will be pitching their businesses. And they'll be pitching their businesses to our lions in the house to get their own fair share of $10,000. Wow, isn't that amazing? So just right after that, I'm going to go into inviting our keynote speaker, and that is no other person. Please, before I unveil who our keynote speaker is, can I begin to get a thriving clap, a thriving fire? Let us set up this old room ablaze. I know you all, you are already ready. I can see Tawakali going through pitch deck, saying, let me get this all put together. But please, it is so important, it is sacrosanct that you give our keynote speaker a good God bless you welcome. But just before then, I'm going to read his profile, and then, yes. So he's no other person than Professor Kalu Osiri. And Kalu Osiri is a global educator and an executive leadership coach. He brings both academic and practitioner knowledge to his teaching, research, and consulting practice. He began his career as a chemist and then became a management scholar, studying the neurochemistry of leadership and the role of culture and innovation in driving change within organizations and society. He worked with leading experts on leadership and emotional intelligence, Richard Boyatzis and Dan Goldman, to co-author Thrive and Survive, Assessing Personal Sustainability, a research article that is published with the American Psychological Association's Consulting Psychology Journal, Practice and Research. He is also studying how Africans can leverage indigenous knowledge and systems to bring about positive transformation at individual and societal level. He is a founder of Osiri University, platform dedicated to closing the educational gap in Africa and its diaspora, and the author of Unleashing Your Idea, Steps to a Successful Start and Entrepreneurial Marketing, Creating a Customer Base. Can we now welcome Professor Osiri of the Osiri University with a good God bless you welcome. And I would like to hand over the microphone to Professor Dr. J.K. Osiri to give us the fireful keynote. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. You are quite a talented individual. Thanks for creating such a positive and a joyous atmosphere, even in a virtual platform. You have an amazing talent. Thank you for that warm welcome. I want to extend my greetings to the Amy Grace Foundation for deeming me fit to give this brief speech. I'm going to keep it very brief because I don't want to be between you and your awards. I want to thank my fellow judges who are here as well. And thank you all participants. You are fiery and powerful women that have thrown in your hats in the ring to participate in this iThrivers event. I understand you've been learning a lot for the past few weeks and are now going to be pitching your ideas. So congratulations in advance for even making it to this point. When I was asked to share a few words, I just was wondering what I could share that would be of use, of value to you. I mean, frankly speaking, you all are very smart individuals. I've been able to gone through some of your work. I know you are creative individuals, very hardworking. I mean, you know things and you are wise. You are surrounded by mentors, and you've made it up to this point. It means that you know what you're doing. So, and I was just wondering, what could I say that could be of value to this intelligent women? And I thought maybe I will share something that has to do with your power, maybe your hidden power as a woman. And that might sound ridiculous being a man talking about the power of a woman, or the soft, what I would call the soft power of a woman. I chose the term soft on purpose because sometimes we assume that being hard is better than being soft. Actually, in many instances, being soft can triumph and be better than being hard. But for the spirit of this speech, I would say both soft and hard. Softness and hardness are necessary, are important. When you are soft, it means you are malleable, it means you can adapt, it means you are resilient, you can adjust, you can see far ahead and survive and thrive. The reason why we are alive today is because our ancestors were able to be soft, they were malleable, they adapted to the environment. And that is why we are alive today. If you cannot, those who don't adapt are taken out of the evolutionary terrain. So being soft is very powerful, and that's something we should not take lightly. And so what is the soft power of women? That's what I would like to talk about briefly. And the reason I've become so interested in this topic recently because believe it or not, we are in a crisis. We are in a social crisis or in a social confusion. Women are confused about what it means to be a woman. Men are confused about what it means to be a man. and it's important, even as Amy Grace Foundation is empowering you financially, empowering you with knowledge, equipping you with the tools to go out to the world and do exploits. It's important that you not get left behind and that you have a well-rounded view about life so that you can be joyful, you can be happy, so that you won't just succeed for success sake, but you will succeed in your families and in your society and so on. So you know, 100 years ago, I would even say 50 years ago, I would say it was very easy. It was easy to be a woman. It was very easy to be a woman because the idea was, you know, the man goes out, slays the dragon, brings home the bacon, and the woman prepares the bacon at home, right? And it was very easy to do that. It was easy because the man goes out and works, and the woman takes care of the home. The man buys the home, and the woman takes care of the home. The man does a few things, when it comes to babies, helps to bring the baby into the womb, and the woman carries the baby and takes care of the baby. So there were roles were defined, and this might sound trivial, but when you have clearly defined roles, it can remove a lot of confusion, and there was happiness, generally speaking, and people knew what they were supposed to do. The man knew his role, the woman knew her role. But in today's 21st century, things have changed. It's no longer the case that the woman has to stay at home. We have working women like you yourselves, the thrivers, who are out there starting businesses, contributing, doing things that were reserved for men in the years past. And so a lot of the men are confused now, and even women themselves are also becoming confused. Why then do I need a man if I can do all these things by myself? So it's important that we address this and we talk about this. What is the soft power of a woman, and how can women tap into the soft power so that they can live a joyful, thriving life? In order to anchor this speech, I like to bring in the motto of Osiri University. At Osiri University, we say Ubuntu. Ubuntu means I am human because you are human. I am because we are. I derive my essence from your essence. I derive my humanity from your humanity. If you are well, I am well. That is our motto, and that is what Ubuntu means. It's an African philosophy. And when I was thinking about Ubuntu, it reminds me so much of this idea of yin-yang, this yin-yang idea of give and take, this principle of complementarity, that things complement each other. And that is what I want to bring into this talk, that the soft power of a woman is to remind society the idea of codependency, the idea that we must couple in order for us to succeed together as couples, as partners, as a family, as communities. The reason why I think the world is in disarray is because people move without thinking about the other. We think about this idea of national interest, the US thinking about the US national interest. Well, if you only think about the US national interest, then you're going to make a mistake because others have their interest. If you just think about the African interest or the Nigerian interest or the Russian interest without thinking about the other person, then we make a mistake. When we are single-minded, when we are so focused on ourselves, it's a hardened orientation. We tend to use brutal force, and it doesn't always work out that well, because you are just thinking about yourself, and you're going to invariably face resistance because you're thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about how what you are doing may affect the other person. You tend to inevitably use brutal force. Wars may arise as a result. But when you bring in this idea of Ubuntu, complementarity, soft power, when you just not think about yourself, when you think about the other, then I think we can find a way to give and to take. To me, that is the power of a woman. If women can not only do whatever it is that they are called to do, but also remind men, remind society, remind other women, remind us. And women are very good at that in communication, that we can only build a better society if we can think of the yin yang. Then we would have done a better job. Then women, I believe, would have exercised their power. Again, let me emphasize this. In fact, the whole of nature rests on this idea of complementarity. We think of the black hole. This is a gigantic black hole somewhere in the universe that swallows up universes. It's like a vacuum that sucks up everything that comes in its path is sucked into it. Well, it's there. So it's like things are there. All of a sudden, things disappear into the black hole. So we need the black hole to have things. We need things to have the black hole. We need positive, we need negative. Black and white. Good and bad. All these things must coexist together in order for us to be whole. And so, in summary, the soft power of the woman is to remind society of the importance of Ubuntu, to remind us that we can live a good life, we can thrive when we seek out, when we find out what tickles the fancy of the other person and not just ourselves. When we do that, when we seek out humanity in the other person, then we would have exercised our soft power. Thank you to you all, thrivers, as you embark on this journey, as you go on to flourish in your businesses. Don't forget to always remember Ubuntu. See Ubuntu or use Ubuntu when you deal with your clients, when you deal with your family members, when you deal with your suppliers. Don't forget to do that and set that example when you find yourselves in professional settings or even in informal settings. Thank you very much once again, Thrivers. Thank you to the Emmy Grace Foundation for inviting me. Ubuntu.
Wow. I mean, I'm literally short of words. And before I just make my comments, I just have to say thank you so much, Professor. I mean, it was just like an epiphany moment for me. I'm seeing Ubuntu in a all different light. All along, I just think it's some sort of, greetings, all there, I am because you are. But what you said made a whole lot of sense to me, literally. And I'm sure ladies right here, we have been able to also gain a whole lot from it. And I think hearing that, one word that keeps coming to me is the fact that I think that is one of the words that is being said to us, when we did our project last year, as to always paying it forward. And I just want to say a few things that stood out for me in one of, and it said that we must not always focus on ourselves. We must think about what you are doing and how it might affect the other person. It shouldn't just be about you. It shouldn't just be about your business. How is what you are doing affecting the other person? And it says the whole nature depends on this complementarity. And that is it, literally. We are all shouting about global warming, shouting about, the ozone layer depletion. It's because humanity is becoming more adverse on the environment. We are just all concerned about the innovations we are going to get. We are just all concerned about the money we are going to get through our inventions, without thinking on the ripple effect it's going to have on the animals or what it's going to have on the environment. But if each and every one of us, everything you do, the business model you're trying to build, you center it around this word, Ubuntu, you are just trying to look at that. Is this complementing another person? Is it not having an adverse effect on another person? And that is why a mother can go all out. You know, we just have that sense of passion. You know, we are all concerned about what is it all for my children? What is it all for people around me? And I really want to say thank you so much, Professor. Thank you so much for bringing this with all simplicity and clarity to us, making us understand that I am because you are, and we are because of, humanity and individual. Thank you so much. And I can see everybody in the comment section. Sorry about that. And I can see everybody in the comment section giving their comments. Thank you so much, Prof. God bless you. So ladies, tighten your belts because we are about to take a flight now, right? Make sure you're using your belt, right? So just right about now, I want to welcome Dr. Amarachi Amalgo to kindly welcome our judges, introduce our judges. We are, we have been blessed with one of the amazing people. I mean, phenomenal judges. They are not with any bias. They are as fair can be. So you can be rest assured that nobody is getting, one privilege. Oh, no. You can be sure that this is a fair, I want to say fair election. Yes, but of course, an election of grace is going to come, right? So it's going to be a fair selection. So, Doctor, over to you. Kindly introduce our phenomenal judges.
Thank you. Thank you, Deborah. You kind of light up the room. My goodness, your energy. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you. I think you have already introduced Professor Siri. So although he is our keynote speaker for today, he will be one of the judges. I would introduce Mr. Olaiwola Matthew. Mr. Olaiwola Matthew is an HR and business development management consultant with 10 years of working experience across sectors of Nigerian economy. Over the years, he has worked on consultancy projects involving multicultural and multinational organizations in the professional services, hospitality, banking, insurance, telecoms, oil and gas, the public sector, infrastructure, and construction. He is a certified business development services provider and a facilitator with the Enterprise Development Center of the Lagos Business School. And of course, he is one of the mentors at Army Grace Foundation. So I would want to make him welcome now before we make a start. And of course, we will give opportunity for the judges to make some comments before we begin to listen to the pitches. The second person that I would want to introduce is Mrs. Napa Onsa. And I've got something. I mean, this is a woman of many parts. There's so many things to say about her, but I will try because I put down a script and I'll stick to that. So Napa Onsa is a technology leader with over 20 years experience in numerous blue chip companies. She is an entrepreneur, an angel investor, and human welfare champion since November 2020. Napa has been the sales leader for Google Africa, driving business growth for a cross-section of businesses and startups on the continent. Prior to Google, she held leadership positions at Visa, Nokia, SAP, Cisco, and Microsoft. Napa has facilitated and sat on several policy committees and workshops, including the UNGA, that's the United Nations General Assembly in 2020. Napa is a graduate of Enugu State University, where she got a degree in computer engineering. She has an MBA from ESUT Business School. Onsa has sits on the board of the Jeremiah Hope Foundation and Sujia, plus many others. She is a mentor to female-run businesses through the Army Grace Foundation. Wow. So I would want to welcome the judges, and please, if you would want to unmute yourselves and just, say something before we make a start, that would be great. Yes, so over to you, judges. So Mr. Lai, would you want to go first, and then Mrs. Napa Onwusa, please?
Okay. Baraka de Salah, everybody. Good afternoon from this part of the world. I know some people, like Professor, it's morning, good morning. And to the Thrivers, I greet you all. It's good to meet you once again. And thanks, Dr. Marachi, for inviting us here. Just two of us men in the midst of these plenty women. I think we are very, very privileged. And good morning once again, Napa as well. Thank you.
Okay, so yes, it's a privilege to be among such beautiful and amazing and accomplished women. I am also feeling very privileged. So hello, Prof. Hello, Dr. Amara. And Deborah, my God, your energy. Not only do you have a beautiful smile, you have such a great energy about you. It's really raining heavily in Lagos here, and you've really brightened up my morning. So well done. And special thanks to you, Dr. Amara. I know when the women that work with you speak about you, they talk about your great heart. And I love how you were described, love walking on two legs. So I'm going to borrow that for sure. So well done on putting together this amazing panel of women. And Deborah has already said, don't be nervous. Just know that we're not here to critique you. We're really interested in all the amazing ideas we've seen already. So for me, and I think for the fellow judges as well, it's really an honor to be here and to hear about the passion you have for your project. So please just communicate that, feel very comfortable, and we're really looking forward to an amazing time this afternoon.
Yes, I'd just like to add, I'm equally looking forward to all the presentations. Just take a deep breath and slow down and enunciate during your presentations, and so that we can understand exactly what you're trying to communicate. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, phenomenal judges. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. So right away, we're going to be going into the pitch session. And I just want to reiterate that you just have 3 minutes for your pitch, and I'm going to be your acting timekeeper. So please, once it's 3 minutes, you're going to hear my voice, and I would appreciate your cooperation. All right. And I'm sure every one of you are aware who is coming first, second, third, fourth. If not, kindly check on the Telegram group. You're going to see the arrangements. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to have our phenomenal women, our business women that are going to be changing the narrative about African startups. And I'm so excited to hear about the fantastic. And the first person we are going to be having on board today is Chioma Okpabi, the founder of Castle Designs. And Castle Design is a shoemaking brand. So make welcome Chioma Okpabi for our pitch, and your time starts.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. My name is Chioma Okpabi, and I am the founder of Castle Designs. Castle Design is a registered leather product manufacturing company in the business of crafting durable shoes, bags, belts, and other leather accessories. We're working in alignment with SDGs 8, 9, and 17. Our mission is to bridge the gap of high demand of foreign fashion leather products by making quality products that will compete with the global market. While solving a personal problem, which is my big faith, I discovered that made in Nigerian products were labeled not up to standard of low quality, thereby making the patronage very low. I took it upon myself to come up with the best hands of craftsmen. We started sourcing for quality leather while paying attention to detail.
Hello, Chioma. You can start again. because I think your slide hasn't quite started sharing. So we are seeing just it buffering on the screen. So don't worry, we'll reset the clock and start again. But just
Okay,
so that
ma'am.
you can sort out your visuals, please.
Okay, ma'am. This is, can my slide be seen now?
No, it's not. It's just showing. It's just buffering. I don't know if it's just from my end, but we're not
I
able
think
to.
it's the network. It's not showing. Off your data and on it again. Or cancel the page.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Cancel the page, go back to the page again.
Can my page be seen now?
No.
No, we're just seeing you. We can't see your page. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm restarting again. I'm sorry
Okay.
for the delay.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Just take your time because this is important.
Can my slide be seen now?
Exactly. It's showing now, yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good day, everyone. My name is Chomo Pabi, and I am the founder of Catso Designs. Catso Design is a registered leather product manufacturing company in the business of crafting durable shoes, bags, and other leather accessories. We are working in alignment with SDGs 8, 9, and 17. Our mission is to bridge the gap of high demand of foreign fashion leather products by crafting quality piece to compete with the global market. While solving a personal problem, which is my big fit, I discovered that made in Nigerian products were labeled not up to standard, low quality, or inferior, thereby making the patronage very low. So I took it upon myself to come up with the best hands of craftsmen, and we started sourcing for quality leather while paying attention to the details we need to craft our durable piece. During our research, we discovered that there is an available market of about 3.5 billion US dollars, with 150 million serviceable in Africa and Nigeria. We just want to tap into 5%, which is 5 million US dollars. With our specific target market being male and female within the ages of 23 to 50, who need professional shoes, people with big feet like myself, and people that also want to learn the craft. Our marketing strategies are in the use of our dynamic website, social media platforms, collaborations, and exhibition. We have various products such as the shoes, the boots, the slippers, the sandals, the belt, and then the wallet. And we also understand our customers need comfort. That's why our products are actually made with details to make it comfortable for them to use. Our competitive analysis include quality, durability, creativity, sustainability, and then skills acquisition. So far, Catso Design started in 2018 with about 80,000 naira as capital. And in the past 3 years, we've been able to make 10 million naira revenue with 25% profit margin. We have a team of dynamic, amazing people with about 20 years of experiences in legals, shoemaking, business administration, and the rest of it, with 2 board of advisors who we are accountable to and also give us the best advice. Our monetization strategy is that Catso Design is a profitable and sustainable business. So we sell our quality products in exchange of cash from our customers through the use of our website or social media platform. We have several milestones. Some of them include top 100 fast-rising fashion brand according to Business Day, 30 under 30 sustainable businesses according to SSA Africa, 25 under 25 in manufacturing, and then the rest of it. What are we here for today? The need for the funds. We need 2 million naira to be able to boost our business. Currently, Catso Design has a wait time of about 5 to 10 working days for customers to buy, and this makes them to actually lose interest in wanting to buy or go to that place. But because of our quality, they keep staying. But we want to reduce. That's why we need 2 million naira to be able to secure machineries so that we can actually boost upon our productivity and efficiency as a brand. Because this would now reduce the wait time from that 7 to 10 working days to about 3 working days, making them wanting to come and buy more. We also notice that branding also keeps our customers. Good packaging keeps them staying with us. And also marketing as a business. If you market your product, you're going to reach a higher audience. So we're trying to change narrative people have about made in Nigerian products. And today we are here pitching to our judges and Army Grace Foundation to hold our hands as we change this narrative. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Chioma. You were 23 seconds past your time. please, I would like to talk to other thrivers. Once I say time up with my tiny voice, please, I would like to kindly oblige, because this is also part of what our judges are going to be looking into. So I would like to call on our judges if they have any question, any comments for Chioma Okpabi. Thank you.
Let me jump in right away. Well done, Chioma. I am very pleased that you believe in made in Africa, made in Nigeria products. We need more folks like you to boost Africa's economy. Where do you currently make your shoes? Do you outsource the manufacturing, or do you have an in-house manufacturing team?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Am I being heard? Okay, sir. We manufacture our shoes here in Lagos, Nigeria. We have a shared factory space where we use, so we manufacture our shoes here in Lagos, Nigeria. We have our own in-house manufacturing team. The only time Cattle outsources is when we have bulk orders, which are more than the capacity we have as at the time when the orders come in.
So in other words, what sort of training do you provide those? Because I really love the idea of quality manufacturing in Nigeria. As you rightly pointed out, things made in Nigeria is oftentimes associated with low quality. So how do you train your folks so that they really subscribe to the idea of excellence and put in their best and be very detailed when they are making their shoes, when they're making those shoes? That's number one question. The other question I have for you is, how many people do you have in your manufacturing team? And also, thirdly, walk us through the, why you say there is a 10-day wait period. So are you talking about custom ordering? Is that what you normally do when people come in and describe what they want to manufacture, and then you go ahead and manufacture it? Or do you manufacture and sell?
Okay, sir. Let's start with the quality control check. So Cattle Design makes sure that there is quality control check to enable us to satisfy our customers. And as a brand, we keep on learning every day. So Lagos State government gives an opportunity for training for people to learn how to make different crafts, shoemaking, and Cattle Design tries as much as possible to put in our staff hands, the craftsmen we have in-house, to go and learn and boost upon their skills as a staff in the company. And also myself, I try as much as possible to keep putting the vision of the brand in the hands of the people. Testimonials are being shared with them. So when they see that the testimonial for the quality they've made is being shared, they want to keep on working with that particular quality. That's what we do. And yes, sir, we are a bespoke brand. But this year, we noticed that the mass production is beginning to give us more money because of the referrals we've had. Because I remember when I actually said this in our first class we had, bespoke has been helping people. Referrals has made people start calling us, wanting to partner with us. Fashion designers want to partner with us to make shoes for their the groomsmen of any wedding they are trying to do, because of the kind of quality we have given to them in the past years. So yes, we were a bespoke brand. So they had to wait for 10 working days to be able to get a product. But then if today we secure the funding for machineries, we'll be able to reduce this wait time. And also, when the bulk purchases are coming in, they wouldn't have to wait so long to be able to get their products.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Chioma.
Thank you,
beautiful presentation, and your slides were screaming, buy me, buy me, buy me, buy me. Very beautiful. Just one question. You said your profit margin is about 25%.
Yes, sir.
Is it for each product you make, or when you make? So if your profit margin is 25%, and I think you said in the last 1 year you've made 10 million naira. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
You've
Yes,
grown
sir.
from starting with 80,000 naira to making 10 million naira. So why would you need 2 million naira external capital? Why can't you just save some money up from what you are making and grow your business? I'm not saying more money is bad, but tell us, why do you need more money? I think you can raise it from the business. Just increase your sales and then you can sell. So tell us another reason, another compelling reason.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So the revenue capital I said initially was for the whole years we've been in business. We've been in business for 3 years. So we made about 10 million naira as revenue with 25% profit margin.
Okay.
Why can't we raise money from the business? Not like we cannot raise money from the business. Castle Design invests every profit made back into the business. Not like every single thing, but we invest in our revenue and our profit made from our revenue into the business. 25% profit margin is because we're in Africa and we know we're trying to change the narrative people have, yes. But at the same time, we try as much as possible so that we can be able to sell. Getting this grant fund will help us. Yes, we have a goal for the year. If we get the grant fund, it will help us to hit our goals faster than we can think. We can get this product, because if we take every single thing from our business to buy this product, we would collapse the financial strength of the business, one. And two, we would have to wait so long. While more competitors are coming into the market, we have to wait so long to be able to get to the particular place we need to get to today. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, just quickly from my side, Choma, well done. A lot of passion, energy, excellent presentation. So very impressed with what you've put together. My question is around your unique selling point. So at the beginning of your presentation, you mentioned that you are targeting people that have larger feet. Is that what you produce, or that is just one of the areas or one of the clientele you cater to?
Okay, ma. Yes, that's one of the clientele we cater to. We cater to people between the ages of 23 to 50 in the professional sector, people that need corporate shoes, especially that. And then another sector are people that have big feet like myself, because while I was crafting, I also discovered that people that have bigger feet lack aesthetically beautiful shoes. So we also cater for them in our markets.
Okay, so it might be good to kind of explain that as in it's a customer segment, as opposed to it being a unique selling point. Okay, so that's feedback. And then the second thing is, how is your logistics? How do you do your delivery? Is it mostly B2B in terms of you deliver to businesses? Because you mentioned that you're getting less from the bespoke and more from like the mass production. How has your delivery process been in terms of your logistics?
Okay, ma, so there's a particular company we've partnered with to become under their e-commerce platform. So what we do, they give us a very subsidized rate to reach out to our customers. So anywhere in Nigeria at a very subsidized rate. And this also helps customers to buy from us. So for example, if other companies are taking about 3,500 naira for delivery to another state, we are taking about 2,020 naira for delivery in another state. And it gets to our, because of the kind of wait time we have, these people have helped us to reduce the wait time drastically. So customers get their product once we give it to the courier company to get it delivered to them within a day or two. So that's how we've actually sorted out our logistic problem, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. We will be moving on to the next pitch. Thank you so much, judges, for the feedbacks and the question. All right, so the next person we are going to be calling now is Mary Jane Farmcrafts. Mary Jane Farmcrafts. So you have 3 minutes to pitch your business idea. Mary Jane Farmcrafts, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon. Dr. Marachi.
Your time starts now.
The food we are eating in Nigeria is killing us. What is the problem? My name is Mary Jane. I am the founder of Farmcraft Foods. At Farmcraft Foods, we are getting what bringing our teaming customers with naturally processed and hygienically packaged food products that are in line with SDG 2 and 3. And in the next slide, this is the problem. We are tackling the problem of poor food hygiene. According to Statista, 100 million cases of hemorrhage is reported in Nigeria annually, and more than 200,000 of people died for this same cause. This is as a result of constant patronage for for chemical and preservative food, and people patronizing street foods that are most times not properly made, and they are contaminated. And we are actually tackling the problem of poor food hygiene. And in Lagos, where we live, more than 85% of people actually face food poisoning because of the same cause. Farmers, in the other hand, loses more than 45% of their annual proceeds due to post-harvest losses. And this has really led to an increase in the cost of hygienically processed and naturally packaged foods. And in the next slide, this is how we are solving this problem. To solve this problem, we provide our customers with hygienically and naturally made farm foods that are packaged in a customer-friendly bag. Our products include pure beans that are naturally processed, beans flour, and the rest of it. In the next slide, ma'am. Since we started, we've sold to more than 3,500 retail customers with 20 plus food packaging business with an average revenue of 125,000 naira monthly. Our target markets include food processing businesses, consumers between the age of 18 to 65 who are living in Lagos and outside Lagos from different backgrounds and social classes with high tax for naturally processed farm foods. The market size for our products is quite huge, as the global market is estimated to be about $8.2 trillion and we have 8% market share. Next slide, ma'am. We need 2,500,000 to be able to get a locally fabricated steel hammered miller and a coding machine, and also to renovate our working space where I'm seated here. The firm will impact our business in the following ways. It will help reduce the post-harvest loss. We will also increase our revenue base by 50% and also employ 5 more staffs. In the next slide, ma'am. Our competitors include Q-Best and all other agro-food processing foods in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. But the competitive advantage we have towards them is that we naturally process our farm foods. If you see, this is a Dios bean that is naturally processed. Next slide.
Mary Jane, your time is up, please. All right, thank you so much for that pitch. And I would like to call on our fantastic judges if they have a question, recommendations for you.
Very quickly, Mary Jane, thank you again. I believe you are tackling a very serious problem we have in Africa. How exactly does your packaging help address the issue of food damage? So give me an example of a food item that and it's spoilage time, and what would happen, and how your packaging increases its lifespan or spoilage time, so to speak. So that's
for
number
example, one. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much for the question. One of our products, beans. Beans actually have a shorter lifespan if you don't properly take care of it. For example, you have some people preserving beans with chemicals. They call it sniper. But with the way we process these beans, we buy them from small scale farmers. We deox them naturally without the use of water. I don't know if you can see from here, without the use of water, retaining the lifespan, the shelf life, and also the taste of it. These beans have been here for more than 6 months without chemicals and without weevil in it.
Okay, so how did you learn about that technique? Is it scientifically proven that dehusking it without water preserves the food integrity?
Okay, for the beans,
is it research backed, basically? Go ahead, please.
Okay, for the beans, which is actually, this idea came to me during the COVID-19, and I wanted to start a business. Then I started a beans flour business, and during that process, I was washing it, then dehydrating it. I was using sun dry, and most times I get to lose a lot of produce, a lot of product, and I don't get to get the exact money I invest in it. So with my fabrication idea, I have fabricating idea. I have to design a machine that will process this naturally. And with this, it's very cost effective. You don't get to lose any product at all. The measure you get, you even get more than that. And we also partner with other food brands. When you use water in removing the husk, the color and the taste changes automatically. It doesn't last more than 6 months.
Is water usage for the dehusking the typical way of doing this?
Yes.
Number two, could you list several other products that you preserve with your packaging? Because now I've heard beans. I want to hear some other ones that you are also working on. And lastly,
okay, I have soya bean. The same pattern we use, the same machine is used to the oxes. Also have corn. This is our corn with the ox. Usually the traditional way is to soak and then dehusk. But we have helped the neighborhood people who produces pap to remove the husk. So we preserve the shelf life of corn by removing the husk naturally, and it still maintains the original taste.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is blend.
Okay, so beans, soya, and corn. Very good. My last question is, how do you currently do this versus how that technique or process will change when you get an equipment? Because I believe you said you want this funding to buy an equipment. Did I hear you correctly?
Please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we do not just the husk. We do not just have it in their seed form. We also have target market that also interested in the flour form. So we are B to C to B. We are B to C to B. Yes, we sell to consumers and we sell to other businesses. For our consumers, most of them prefer the flour formula, and for the other business aspect of the target market, they prefer this because they want to reprocess it and also package. So with the Ahmad Miller, we'll be able to meet the demands of our consumer, yes, our target market. That's part of our target market.
Thank you.
So Mary Jane, well done. Really great presentation. I like the level of detail. Because of time, I actually have a number of questions, but I wanted to ask about how you manage the small scale farmers that provide you with the produce, correct? Because you don't own the farms, right?
No.
Okay, so could you walk me through like identification? How do you work with them in terms of them getting the produce to you? How many do you have? Just a little bit of insight around that.
Okay, we partner with the truck people since we are in Lagos. There's a market, Ido market in Lagos. So the truck going to the north, they'll give them, and when they're coming to Lagos, we get from them.
When you say them, is it one particular contact you use, or is it several? Okay.
For now, we are buying from just one farmer.
One farmer, okay.
One farmer, yes. What the farmer does is when the truck is going to that state, Niger State, because our product is basically from Niger State. So the stock in that truck, we have to pay a little amount of money since we are not just the only ones buying. So they charge you per bag. So that's how we transport our product down.
That is a very important point. Thanks, Madam Napa, for asking that question. Mr. Laye, before you come in, let me just emphasize it's important that you diversify your supplier base, because if something happens to that supplier, then you are done, right? So, and that also reminds me, Chioma, if you're still here, go ahead and respond to my chat. I asked about your supplier. How do you source for your leathers as well, for your shoes? So that is similar issue here. So you have to make sure you just don't have one supplier, you have a variety of suppliers. I know you are still starting, but keep that in mind. Thank you. Mr. Laye.
Okay. Mary Jane, good job. And food business will be the last business to go out of circulation because we must eat. Can you walk me through your business model? How much profit do you make per product? Looking at the fact that there is a global economic squeeze and it's tougher in Nigeria, how will you be able to keep your margins? How profitable have you been since you started? Can you please just walk us through this? Because if you get money to buy equipment, you need to be sure that you will also be profitable. Can you please walk us through?
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, in 2021, when we started making actual sales, our revenue base was 1.5 million naira. And I did most things alone, so I didn't have so much cost on me. And this year, we've projected to make 7.8 million. With this equipment all in place, we know that we'll be able to hit a total unit sales of 4,612. And we'll be able to make 7.8 million naira in it. And we are introducing the corn and the soya bean, the actually new product that we'll be introducing in the next couple of months. And we are almost done with our NAFDAC, and we have a lot of malls looking for our product, just that the NAFDAC certification is not yet ready. That's why we are still where we are now. But with the equipment and with the NAFDAC, we know that we'll be able to introduce all these products and hit a revenue base of 7.8 million before the end of the year. And by 2023, we are sure that we are going to hit a revenue base of 28.7 million naira, because food is actually what everybody needs. And we also want to go into exportation. We were recently considered for the AWP ShopRite Vendors Program. This means that when we finish this program and our certification is ready, we are sure of meeting ShopRite in the whole of Nigeria, supplying to them. So this revenue that we have projected is very sure attainable, sir.
Yes, I agree with your revenue. So what's your profit margin? That's what I want to know.
Okay, my profit margin for the first year was about 240%, because the cost was little. We didn't really incur more cost. I was doing that all by myself. And for next year, our project
240. You said 240%. How much revenue?
241%.
That's okay. Please help me. You made 1 million naira in revenue. How much of it was profit?
And the total expenses we made was about 50-something thousand then.
Okay.
Yes.
And you sold how much?
Sorry, sir.
I'm just trying to, because your percentage, this thing confused me a little bit. Just cool down. Yes, I know there is margin, but I want to know, is it up to 50%? Is it 25%? What's your profit margin on your total revenue?
The total revenue was about 1.5 million naira with a net profit margin of 241%.
That's how much? That's 241,000 out of 500,000. Okay. That's about 50%. Okay. Thank you. So good job. Don't give up. Whether you get funding from here or from anywhere else, just continue to grow organically. I'm sure you will grow until you become as big as those big brands that are in the market now.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Lai. Thank you, everyone. So we are moving to the next person on the list, and that is Ineka Vivian, the founder of Unveil Enterprises. Are you there, Vivian? Vivian, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, please go ahead with your pitch. Your time starts.
Yes, I can hear you. Dr. Mara, please, my slide. Please, my slide, Dr. Mara.
I think your slide is up. Can everyone see the slides?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. Is she still there?
All right. I think maybe our network is bad, so we might have to go to the next person.
Okay.
All right. So the next person will be Tawa Khalid Tolulokwe, the founder of Toy Unique Farms. Toy Unique Farms, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma. Good day, ma.
Okay. Please go ahead with your pitch. You have 3 minutes. I want
Good
you
day.
your time up. Please conclude.
Hello, can you hear me? I can't see my slide.
Nuve Enterprise, you will have to wait till the next person. Your network tripped you off. So we want to take the next participant now. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adewale Akali Tolokwe, the founder of Toy Unique Farms and Consults. Toy Unique Farms and Consults exist to solve the critical issues facing youth and women in Southwest Nigeria. We've been able to identify the social problem we encounter as youth, which are recent and incessant fatal clashes among youth in tertiary institutions. Statistics have shown that there is no section without the issue of ASU strike, whereby students get they get delay from their academic section and they lost what they've learned in school and tends to over depend on their parents or caregivers. We create income by knowledge transfer and opportunities in vegetable production for this youth. We adopt modern farming technology that promotes the use of less physical brain, but mental calculation, especially for female students. We target unemployed youth while offering them hands-on training in vegetable production. We have gathered wealth of experience as well as certification from leading agri-tech companies in Nigeria, such as Soilless Farm Lab and BIC Farm Concepts. Marketing strategy. We organize business training by adopting all existing channels, including social medias, institutions, association, NYSC orientation camp to mobilize youth for training. We establish demonstration farms to prove the efficacy of the adopted modern technology against the tradition of hoe and cutlass. With our existing training, regular online consulting services, we make a revenue of 400,000 naira per training and production cycle. And our production cycle, we have 2 production cycles in a year. Toy Unique Farm have hit the following milestones since launch. We've been able to train over 70 youth, secure 2 plots of land, and we hope to have trained 10,000 youth by 2030, installed at least 50 units of greenhouse for training and production in Southwest Nigeria by 2030, and own a vegetable processing factory for training and production. Funding needed. Toy Unique Farm asked for the fund for $5,000 commercialization for the setup of 2 mini greenhouses of 8 by 30 dimension for training more youth and increasing production capacity, because in the setup, it comprises the irrigation, the material, the substrate for planting, and the plant itself. Financial projection, we projected to have a revenue of $4,000 at the first year to $7,000, and we are able to minimize our expenses because the facility we are trying to build, we are trying to use the adopted technology. The technology we adopt, it's a long-lasting one. It does not deplete gradually like open field production. Our team include Adewale Akali, myself as the team lead, Kerinde Sharon, the human resource manager, Mustafa Murishidat, account and record officer, who is also an undergraduate student of Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Adegoke Jesu Mufe, the head of operation and IT professional. He is also an undergraduate student because we try to involve them in all our activities because when they are still youth. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for keeping to your time. So we'd love to hear from our judges. Thank you.
Problem identification. I'm not clear on how you're trying to solve that problem, but I have to say you are onto something with this idea. So walk me through very well on this. Are you basically providing training to young people, showing them how to grow vegetables, and they pay you for that training? That's number one question. Go ahead, please.
Okay, we train young people how to establish their own vegetable farm. We train them how to establish their own, and they pay a token because we are trying to help to involve almost all youth into vegetable product, into agriculture, so that because the nature now food production cannot be seasonal because hunger is not seasonal. Everybody is getting to eat every day. So we train them on how to grow and start their own business from there, and they will not get to depend more on their parents. Not that they will not get from their parents, at least they will be able to be self-dependent and responsible for themselves.
Sure, that makes sense. So what is the age range that you are targeting? Is it mostly university students? And secondly, is it mostly women that you also target?
Okay, we target the youth of age 18 to 35 with the major focus on female, because the female, they get to, in this part of the world, females, they think less of themselves. They don't want to do things for themselves. They get to depend more on people, and if they are not getting what they want, they try to lure themselves into illegal activities like prostitutions, and they tend to increase the social vices in the world. That's why we are trying to major more emphasis on females.
Okay, my last question: you made a comment about open field production not being very effective. As a result of that, you are trying to secure more greenhouses. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if that is the case, is part of your training also to help people understand how to acquire or build their own greenhouses in order for them to be effective as well?
Yes, sir. We train them on how to install greenhouses too.
Okay, so that means, because I'm asking this because it means that the cost of entry into these businesses when they get your training has gone up, because they would then have to also acquire, because you are facing a challenge now to acquire greenhouses. So if you're training them to install and do all that stuff, that means they also would need to acquire that in order for them to be successful. Is that correct? Or would they be able to get by doing open field production?
They will be able to get by doing open field production. The major reason we are doing greenhouse production is that because of the health of people, open field, we are facing a challenge of pests and diseases, and people get to spray chemicals more on the farm produce. But we are promoting a long life post-harvest, like a shelf life that people get. For example, when they get tomatoes from us, tomato lasts in their house for like a month because they are well planted. We do not use any chemicals to grow them, and we can do soil too. We do soil and soilless. So we train them on how to start small and grow in their business too.
Thank you.
Like I was actually waiting for you to go next. So, okay, so Tolulokwe, thank you so much. I think this is a very interesting idea. And Prof has asked some questions, and if you don't mind, I would like to ask some follow-up questions along the lines of what he has already asked. So where are your primary revenue streams coming from for this business?
Okay, our primary revenues are coming from the training and production of these vegetables.
So training is a revenue stream, and then sale of, sorry, Tolokwe, you said something?
Training and production of vegetables.
And then, of course, you will sell what you produce, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So,
yes,
but the training isn't, okay, the training, from my understanding, is it's a very minimal amount that you position your training at, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So between the sale of your produce and the training, do you have a revenue split in percentages as to how much of your revenue? So if, for example, you say your revenue is 100%, would you say 30% comes from training and 30% comes from sale of produce?
Yes. Ma.
So if you, okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if your revenue that's coming in is put in a percentage, how much of that percent would be training and how much would it be the sale of the produce?
Okay, from training, we have a percentage of 40%, and from the production, we make a revenue of 60%.
60%. Okay, so the way you positioned this amazing business plan, and I actually think it's a great way to think of solving the problem of unemployment and, of course, helping people gain more skills, is that from your presentation, it sounds like training is where most of your revenue comes from, because that's how you started pitching in explaining the business idea and not really the produce side. So that's where I think a bit of the confusion for me came through. So I'm very happy that you were able to provide that clarification. But to Prof's point, even if the point of entry is really low for people doing the training, what they would need to acquire to be able to implement what they learned is something that should be considered as well.
Yes, ma'am. For the training, people, we train them, we use local materials to start up. We don't start training them with installing of greenhouses. So they use local material like rice husk that people just, after the husking, the rice, the hulling, so we try to source it locally because people just throw it away. So we use that as our substrate against soil, and we use soil also to grow our vegetables. And sometimes we use cocoa peat. So we use materials that we can source around, which are cheap and affordable in our locality.
Great, interesting. Well done, Tawakali too. I'm correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you have a greenhouse now?
Presently, I don't have a greenhouse of my own, but we partner with one of the agri-tech in Nigeria, in Southwest Nigeria, here in Abeokuta. They gave us facilities to train people.
Okay. So the $5,000 you are looking for is to acquire your own greenhouse facility. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, is the greenhouse facility you want to acquire is not your technology? You are buying a greenhouse technology. Am I correct?
We will try to source the material here. We source the material and we install the materials ourselves.
So you're going to make it yourself? Okay.
Yes,
so
I will install it myself.
Have you been part of setting up a greenhouse from the scratch before, using these materials we are sourcing locally?
Yes, sir. I've been under a series of training from BIC Farm Concepts and Decent Golf. So they get train us on how to install greenhouses. And I just finished a training last month also that they train us on how to use locally made materials to source our greenhouse.
Okay, please just indulge me a few more seconds. What was your total revenue last year?
Our total revenue for last year is 800,000.
Okay, now, if you acquire the greenhouse for $5,000, how much will your revenue grow to? Let's say I give you a greenhouse right now. How much revenue do you think you'll make in the next 1 year?
You make a revenue of our revenue for the first year. It's higher because of the cost of greenhouse, but as we go on to the second production cycle, because the plants that the crops that we grown in our greenhouse, they are indeterminate crops that they can last for 6 months, and we keep on harvesting 6 months. So we get our yield from that, and also for the training of students too.
Okay, good. I'm just trying to make sure that, some of these companies can push you into acquiring equipment, give you a fantastic projection of how much money you would make, but then there could be challenges on the way. And then let's say you take a credit of $5 million. If you made 800,000 naira last year, I want to be sure that it's going to be a sustainable business and not just be under pressure to try and pay off that. So that you need to check very, very well. Talk to existing greenhouse owners, those who have acquired their greenhouse facility for over 3 years. Make sure that what their revenue is churning out is the same with what you have in your estimates. That's very, very important.
We already we arrange a conversation, a meeting with our business advisor, which is also which is also a business businessman into vegetable production and person of soilless farm lab. So they put us through all these trainings, and we've been able to maximize and engage ourselves too. So they explain all this. We have our for example, now if we get the funding, it will take us through the process. So it's not that we just take the money and go and waste everything. So it's a process that we will follow, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just ensure you grow systematically in case you can't get all the funding once. Thank you very much. It's been good having you.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. We'll be moving on next to Ineka Vivian, and we hope that your slide is ready now and that your network would not interrupt into your session. So over to you, and your time starts now.
Yay!
Vivian, are you there? Vivian, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm ready.
All right, please shoot.
Okay. Good day, Thrivers. My name is Ineka Vivian Isiu. I'm the CEO of Nuvi Enterprise. Next slide, please. At Nuvi Enterprise, we are into processing of groundnut into healthy snacking. Next slide, please. The problem we solve is eliminating
Vivian, can you hear me? Maybe you turn off your video. Maybe that would improve the quality of your bandwidth.
Creating varieties with reducing nut oil within our society. Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we lost you. So if you can turn off your video, maybe that might help improve the quality of your bandwidth.
Okay, I've turned it off.
Okay, carry on, please.
Okay. So my name is Ineka Vivian Isiu. I'm the CEO of Nuvi Enterprise. At Nuvi Enterprise, we are into processing of nuts, cashew and groundnuts into healthy snacking options, peanut butter and groundnut oil. We eliminate the problem of poorly processed nuts and lack of varieties of cashew and unhealthy groundnut oil flooding the local market. How do we solve this problem? Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. At Nuvi Enterprise, we produced varieties. We have honey-coated cashew nuts, salted and unsalted cashew nuts and and we have it's natural and with zero. We have 3 wholesalers who buys from us, about 4 supermarkets we supply to, and 9 retail shops. We have about 30 returning families that are returning customers. The cashew nut market is a very large. The nut market, sorry, is a very large market of about 25 million naira in Africa. But our market target is 5% of the market that is after healthy snacking options for healthy snacking options. Groundnut oil include corn-coated cashew nuts and groundnuts, our peanut butter, and our groundnut oil. Our business model: direct sales and flexible pricing technique, leveraging on our wholesalers to maximize turnover, maintaining a healthy customer-centric working environment. Maintain a healthy customer-centric environment. Our market adoption: we target on end of month sales using our website, which we newly introduced, and our wholesalers to increase turnover sales. Our team is made up of capable hands who are business inclined.
Time up. Time up. Thank you. Thank you. Your time is up. Would like to hand over. Can you hear me? Your time is up, please. So
I can hear you.
Yes, thank you. Your time is up. So we'd like to hand over to our judges for questions and commentary.
Nika, what are the different variety of cashew nuts do you offer to the market? I saw the sugar glazed cashew on your photo. What other types do you offer? I love cashew nuts. I mean, I have several.
So
I'm actually chewing one right now, cashew nut. So go ahead.
Okay, sir. The one you saw glaze is not actually sugar glaze. It's honey coated, sir. It's
okay.
Honey coated. We have honey coated cashew nuts. We have plain cashew nuts. We have salted cashew nuts. Same with our groundnuts too. We have salted and unsalted groundnuts.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I don't know if you can hear me.
I got it. Thank you very much. So what do you need the funding for?
We need funding of $2,000 be able to purchase an industrial oven, not roasting process, oil production.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
I got it. Industrial oven. I got it. Thank you very much. Over to my next judge.
Okay. All right. So like Prof, I also love cashews. It's the one thing I buy when I go to the East. Whenever I go to Enugu, I buy a couple of bottles. So I love cashews as well. So you've obviously hit a very good nerve, Nneka. Well done on your presentation. One of the things I wanted to discuss a bit with you is around your brand positioning, because, you know, we do have quite a number of people that are providing the service of bottled groundnuts and cashews and different types of that, as well as natural occurring groundnut oil. How do you plan to differentiate in the market?
Thank you. We We are rebranding the local to package. So we are working on rebranding it for easy, because recently we started having orders from other states, and then you can do movable shades, and our notes are debt free, unlike the notes you buy on the roadside. You see shells in pieces in it of cash. Zero, you don't see the back of the shells in it. They are 100% clean.
Nick, I think there seems to be a connection issue. But I don't know if you finished speaking, but like as a follow-up to my question, more a case of these things are great about your product, the fact that they're natural, there are no shells. How do you plan to communicate that? And would you allocate some of the funding towards marketing to maybe improve your brand awareness in markets?
Yes, ma. I'm allocating some of the funding to rebranding of our product. Like, we intend to register with NAFDAC. Power comes with NAFDAC with confidence with when we send them out to our customers, and then we can be able to supply to bigger firms like ShopRite and bigger supermarkets and outlets too.
Okay, great idea. If you can hear me, I think the connectivity is not so good on your side and on my side. That's understandable. So you didn't, if you get this financing, how much better will you do in terms of profitability, in terms of revenue? How will it help your business to grow? Have you been able to estimate some numbers?
Yes, sir. If we get the if we get the
Can I just come in, Ineka, because you're kind of dipping in and dipping out. So if you want to pick up the questions that I have put on the chat.
If we have a large industrial oven, roasting small batch of nuts with
Hello,
profit.
Neka.
Like last
Hello,
year,
Neka.
we made a profit, but mostly.
Hello. So the questions, because your connection is really bad and it's kind of, we're picking up the words intermittently. So the question has just been posted for you on the chat. Do you want to respond to that? Send it to me and I'll share it with the judges. Is that okay? If you can just type your response to each of those questions and then send it to me, okay? Is that okay? She's still there. Okay. Over to you, Deborah.
All right, thank you, Dr. Amarachi, for that. So, ladies, I mean, we're already into half of the pitch, and I just want to stop to say that I understand that sometimes, you know, people, maybe you got nervous, you're like, oh, what is it for me to say? What is it left for me to, you know, you just have all manner of fears in your heart. I just want to say that relax, okay? So we're going to be picking up to the next person, and you would have 3 minutes to pitch your idea. All right, so Sheyi Deborah, founder of All Cycle, would love to have you now to pitch your idea. All Cycle. And your time starts now.
Video. Okay. Good day, everyone. My name is Rebecca Adioshu. I'm the founder of O-Cycle, an agro-digital enterprise that leverages on digital and biotechnology in creating value-added product from bio-waste. Do you know in Nigeria, over 60% of the food produced for human consumption get wasted and are improperly discarded? Now, this bio-waste, alongside with the waste from livestock farm, usually finds its way to drainage channel, causing environmental pollution and landfill, which further contributes to global warming. And so at O-Cycle, we have come to find that bio-waste, if handled properly, is not a waste, but an organic raw material from which values can be created. And so we are upcycling this neglected bio-waste into biofood and biofuel towards achieving SDG 7 through 13. Here's our product, the biofeed, which will serve as animal feed, the biofertilizer, which will serve as organic fertilizer. Our target market are the farmers who are into poultry, fish, pig, and pet farming, who will benefit from our biofeed, and also crop farmers who will get benefit from our biofertilizer. Our target market is worth over $700 million. This leaves us with a robust market size to tap into. We generate our revenue from the sales of this biofeed and the biofertilizer. We are not alone in this space. We have our competitors, but our competitive advantage is that we offer payment option. We also offer the lowest price in the markets. Here's our growth strategy, which is by operating a franchise model, creating rural community focus group, and also leveraging on digital marketing. So we are currently upcycling over 500 kilograms of bio waste to produce 200 kilograms of biofeed and 100 kilograms of biofertilizer. Here's our financial projection. So for every 50 kilograms of bio waste, we are able to generate a net revenue of 12,000 to 16,000 naira. And when the cost of production is removed, we are left with a net profit of 9,000 to 13,000. Now, from this above estimate, for every 6,000 kilograms of bio waste upcycle, we are estimating an annual net profit of 1 to 1.5 million naira. Our milestone, we are working tirelessly so that by the end of December 2022, we will have upcycled 3,000 kilograms of bio waste to produce 1,000 kilograms of biofeed, 150 kilograms of biofertilizer, and also start commercial production of our biofuel. The sum of 2 million naira given to us will assist us, will not only help us to get a multiple step closer to our achieving our goal, but also assist us in upcycling 8 tons of bio waste. And this is how the funding will be allocated. The team, I, Rebecca Adioshu, the founder of O-Cycle, Pelelua David, the Chief Technology Officer, and Emmanuel, the product researcher. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you for keeping to your time. So I would like to hand over to our judges for their questions and commentaries.
Fantastic presentation, Rebecca. I have a series of questions here, so if you could just provide short answers to each of them, I will appreciate it. Just so I understand very well, what exactly is biofeed? Is it biofeed or biofood? What is it, and which animal eats it? Just to be sure.
Okay, thank you, sir, for this question. So biofood, the difference between biofood and biofood, biofood is a feed for animal, but biofood is what we humans consume. So the biofood is meant for poultry, that's the chicken, the birds, the fish, also the pets, and also pig. So they are the ones that consume this feed.
Okay, and then biofood, I saw biofood on your slide too. What is that? What is in it?
Sorry, it was a typo error. I'm sorry for that.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right. And then, so I understand, okay, biofertilizer is probably fertilizer. Of course, you use that in the soil. So how do you get your bio waste? So you use bio waste to make the biofeed and the biofertilizer. Where do you get it from, and from which source, which animal? Can you provide some information about this, please?
All right, sir. So we currently access our waste from the markets. From markets, people, the spoiled food, and also from restaurants. So with time, we are working on developing our digital platform whereby we have a waste pickup portal where household and individuals can place a pickup request where we get their waste and we upcycle this. So, but for now, we are just working remotely with the markets people and some couple of restaurants around us.
That is fantastic. I didn't catch that before. So okay, you are actually solving two issues here. You are helping collect garbage, and you sort through the garbage because you have cans, you have bottles, and you have bio waste. So how do you remove all those cans and bottles, all those stuff, and then so you can access the bio waste to turn them into biofeed and biofertilizer? That's number one. Number two, how do you actually are able to turn one bio waste into biofeed and biofertilizer, if that makes sense? Because it doesn't appear to me that what you put in the soil is necessarily what you feed poultry and fish and pets. So how do you take that garbage and turn it into two different products?
Okay, sir. So we are basically into the organic waste recycling because we found out that it's kind of the most neglected sector. People kind of recycle more of plastic and the rest. So in us separating the organic waste, we kind of tell people that, oh, it's your waste we need, your wasted food. We kind of specify what we need: wasted food, farm waste, animal feces, and the rest. That's what we want. And should, in case they bring it to us, we'll select them. We'll select it. So, and how we generate the biofood and biofertilizer, I would like to run us through the step. So when we get the recovered bio waste, we first feed it to this, there's this special insect called the black soldier fly larva, which is known for its high decomposing ability. So they feed on it and they grow. So when they reach a certain stage, we harvest them and we process them as a biofeed. Now, during the process of decomposing this waste by this insect, the byproduct is called frass. So this is what, and it's very good. It has good high nutritious content for plants, which is seen here, carbon and nitrogen. So this is what we sell as organic fertilizer.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Next judge, please.
Okay, Rebecca, nice concepts, nice presentation, beautiful colors, and I think you have I love your personality as well. So I guess you have a maggot tree, am I correct?
I didn't hear you, sir.
You have a maggot tree, you produce maggots.
Yes, sir, but yes, sir, the maggots, black soldier fly larva is maggot, sir, okay, that we used to
do this. Okay, yes, now what percentage of the waste that you collect as raw material do you convert into this your product? What percentage goes to waste again?
Okay, sir. So I'm coming. Okay, it's not here. All right. So when we get the waste, we actually use like 60% of the waste for it, because okay, now we extract the biogas, we extract our gas from it. So the remnant is the solid digestive, which we now give to the insect to feed on it.
Okay, so you don't, so everything that you collect as a raw material, you end up using, am I correct?
Yes, everything. We take advantage of everything, from getting the gas to the animal feed down to the fertilizer. We don't allow anything to go into waste.
Okay. Currently, do you pay the restaurants and the farms for the waste you collect from them?
Okay. For now, we are not paying them because we have kind of like we have kind of acquaintance, but we know that as we want to scale up, because as a matter of our demand will be increasing, so we have to produce more. So we are actually working on bringing this concept of trade for wealth, whereby people bring their waste for us, we now reward them. This will further encourage proper disposal of waste that will help our climate. So we'll pay them with time. But for now, we are not paying.
So what's the demand for your product like? So you are asking for 2 million naira, if I'm correct. If you get 2 million naira now, do you have enough demand for what you are going to be producing?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir, we actually have enough demand, because we started 2 months ago with a capital of 110,000 naira, and we're able to generate a revenue of about We generated revenue about 180,000, and when we remove our costs, we are left with 72,000 as net profit. So with this, with the funding we get, we're able to upcycle these 8 tons of waste to supply, to produce over 16 kilograms of the biofeed.
Okay.
So we have enough market for it already, but we could not make enough profits because we didn't have enough processing facility like the drying machine, packaging machine. So we just give it as a giveaway price. But then there's a high demand of it because of the high cost of feed in the market, especially the fish feed and the poultry feed. So a lot of farmers have actually reached out to us that they're interested in this feed.
And the products. Okay.
And it's very affordable.
Great. So, but you have all these branding pictures you are showing us. Do they actually exist now? Your feed, grow, do you have them now, or these are just concepts that you still have, which you have not implemented?
Yes, sir. We have it now. We have it now.
Okay.
We have it, sir.
Great. I think you are doing a good work. You should. There are quite a number of funding available for this locally and internationally. So don't limit yourself.
Yes, sir.
So all the best.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Does Miss Napa okay, thank you so much. We're going to move straight on to the next participant, and that is in person of Eze Chiamela, the founder of Emila Vets. So please, let's have you.
Camera, please.
Your volume is low.
Slide, Dr. Camera, please.
I still feel, or is it from my hand?
Okay,
could you adjust your volume, please? Okay.
Good day, Ami Grace Foundation. Good day, judges. My name is Eze Chemla Veronica, and I'm the founder of Emila Veterinary Services, origin of ID. During my final class as a veterinary student, a dog ran into our local church, beat a young boy, and they choked cat's. While the dog tried to run away, they killed him. With my knowledge in small animal medicine, I suspected the dog could have been rabid. According to World Organization for Animal Health, 1 person dies every 9 minutes due to rabies. That's children. Problem. Most domesticated birds here in Abia State do not have access to quality veterinary services. This is because of 1, expensive logistics. It costs 2 times the amount to transport a human to transport an animal. Also, most pet owners, due to their busy schedule and inadequate knowledge, do not bring the animals to the clinic. There are also few veterinary outlets in Nigeria, the one closest to us, which is 30 minutes away. Solution. We solve the problem of access to veterinary services of most domesticated birds by delivering quality veterinary services to the doorstep of domesticated birds. We also educate pet owners on how to care for the animals and also provide information on animal trends. Target market. Our target customers are families and individuals living with their pets, middle to high income earners. There are approximately 80,000 domesticated birds in Abia State, which is worth 464 million. We aim to acquire 2.5% market share in the next 5 years. Traction. We have 60 domesticated birds currently using our services. 60% of them are fully vaccinated, and we've generated 400,000 in revenue in the past 1 year, and we are registered with CAC. Competitive landscape. Our competitors are Animal World Veterinarian, KMAG, and Joy Visionary Veterinary Services. Our solution is better. We offer home service and customer service. Business model. We generate revenue from pet grooming, vaccination, disease treatment, and surgery. Average price is 6,167 naira. Following the request for our services, we visit animals in their home where we deliver these services. Go to market strategy. We market our services through word of mouth by sharing our cards and business flyer. We also do online campaign on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp business. Our financial projection showed our business is profitable. We'll break even in the first year. Our team is made up of Ayeze Shemla Veronica, the founder and the veterinarian. We also have a business advisor, Dr. Shehu Shamsidin, who is the CEO of Humble Vet Consult. We plan to hire a veterinary assistant and a sales and marketing person in the next 6 months. Funding. We will automate our finance and hedge unit. We are requesting for a grant of 1 million naira. 73% of it for equipment purchase, 15% to expand our team, and 12% to rent a physical space. This will help increase the efficiency of our service, client trust, and contribute to SDG 3 and 4, which is promotion of good health and supervision of education. Thank you.
Just so you, okay, I think this is a very important business concept. We need to do a better job, from my experience growing up in Abia State, taking care of animals and pets. So great job on that. Just have one question. How did you determine that there are about 80,000 pets in Abia State?
Okay. Currently, the population here in Abia State is about 4 million. So on an estimate, I know that in every 4 to 5 families, you see a pet, and whether a cat, a dog, some even have 2. So I didn't actually do a research work. It's just based on my idea. Like here in my village, apart from us, if you meet 1 or 2, 3 houses, you see another person who have a pet because of security issue. Some people keep dogs for form of security, so they will allow them when there is someone coming in and all that. So
thank you. Over to you, sir, Mr. Lai.
Okay. This your market sizing. Why do you want to gain only 2.5% in the next 3 years? Can't you do better? How many veterinary clinics or how many veterinary doctors operate within your community?
Okay, within my community, only 1. Then others they are far off.
Okay.
Actually, will be a year old by July, so it's a gradual process. And then I'm the only one there now, so.
Okay, so I think you need to increase your market and your income streams. If there are security problems, you might start looking at supplying dogs, healthy dogs, educating people on why they should have healthy dogs for their security. Maybe people might not be able to afford it for as pets there now. So I think you need to think of a few more ways that you can make money for this business. You have a very unique product, and your market is defined, but you need to be able to scale what you are doing and earn better revenue. I think the profit margin is also going to be comfortable, but that's the major issue I have with you, and I think you can give it a thought and find a solution. Okay, good job, Chiemela.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Madam Napa, do you have any question for her?
No.
Okay.
It appears we lost her.
Okay, all right. So thank you, Veronica, for your wonderful pitch. So we want to move on to the next participant. And I would also say again, please don't be anxious, right? Put your best foot forward. So in person of Alima Ishola, founder of Limash Products. And can we have you? Your time starts now.
Good day, everyone.
We lost you. Is that me?
No, you're right. We lost her. I think she's frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Okay, let's just give a few seconds.
A lot. Our unique selling point is customizing this product for all kinds of events. Next slide, ma.
If you can hear me, at a point in time, your network got frozen, so we'd love you to start all over again. Thank you.
Okay, so sorry about that. Can you hear me now, ma?
Yes, we can. I think we lost her again.
Okay, probably she can take off her video, maybe.
This is the problem we are here to solve. Next slide, ma. I'm Halima Ishola.
Great. Okay, Halima, can you just start again without your video? Probably we will hear you better. Halima, are you there?
I think our network is gone again. Oh, she left. I think she left the call already. So, Doctor, should we take the next person, please?
Yes, please. Yes, please. The next person can come on. Yes.
Okay. All right. We're going to take Aisha Bankole.
I think she's back.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but it shows that she's trying to rejoin. So maybe we take the next person and hopefully she's able to fix the network.
Okay. Aisha Bankole, are you there?
I think I'm back, ma.
I'm here. Okay. I'm here. Should I start or should I wait for her?
Okay, let's try her. Let's try her a bit and see if it works. Okay, you can carry on now, Halima.
Okay. Good day, everyone. I was raised in an environment where a large number of its residents do not have access to effective cleaning products, which led to various disease and child mortality. This is the problem we are here to solve. Next slide, ma. I'm Halima Ishola, and I create products where we help you to achieve a clean home and a clean space without stress through varieties of our effective cleaning products like the liquid wash, toilet wash, germicide, disinfectant, and more. Our unique selling point is customizing these products for all kinds of events. We have 3 streams of income. 1, from the profits we make through the domestic and the industrial supplies that we do. Secondly, from our trainings. And thirdly, through the souvenir packages that we deliver. Our competitors are people who believe in the do-it-yourself means to achieve similar results with our problem. And we offer solutions to you by offering professional advice to our customers and getting them products that do not have negative effects on their skin and on their environment. Here, our target audience are 20% of the general household in Kwara State, and here is our financial projection. And as you can see, business is a very profitable one. Currently, we have 3 team members, which includes and I am the lead formulator for all the products. And we also have a graphic designer, Mr. Muhammad Olayiwola, and the third person is in charge of logistics and sourcing of containers. Currently, aside from the domestic and industrial supplies that we do, we currently launch an initiative which was tagged Gift a Mosque to have access to mosques around us through our products through sponsors. And within the span of a month, we were able to reach more than 50 mosques. Aside from all these, our achievements so far includes we've been able to reach more than 5,000 households. We've trained more than 50 students, where a large number of them are using this skill as their major source of income. Currently, we got a mixing machine that can mix up to 100 liters of soap at a go. However, we still need funding to get a filling machine. If considered for this grant, it will enable us to get a filling machine that can be used to fill up our bottles easily after production without stress, and to also enable us to get the working space of our home as we currently work from home. These 2 things, if they are put in place, will increase our productivity from producing 250 bottles of soap in a month to producing 400 pieces of soap in a month. And it will also enable us to solve 3 SDG 3, SDG 5, and SDG for unclean cities and communities. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Halima. I would like to take questions and commentary from our judges.
Yes. Halima, can I see your face, please? Are you there? Is it possible? Maybe I could just see.
Yes, I can. You can start. This is my face, sir.
Wonderful. You have such great energy, and what I saw in your video presentation and when I looked at your products matches with your personality. You are quite a phenomenal leader. Thank you for that amazing presentation. What is your background? What's your academic background and your just upbringing, if you don't mind me asking? Oh,
in a local area. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you now, yes.
I was brought up in one of the local area in Ilorin, where most people do not have access to effective cleaning products. The ones they have access to, they complain they are too expensive. And all these things, if they didn't get them, they didn't get to clean their toilets very well. It led to so many diseases.
Sure. What, do you have a bachelor's? Do you have a bachelor's degree?
Yeah, and I'm currently having my master's.
Bachelor's in what?
Bachelor's in QS, sir, quantity surveying.
Okay. And then master's in what now?
Master's in surveying as well and marketing.
So why are you studying surveying if you are doing this? I mean, where is this gonna go? I mean, is this a tough time for you?
I learned the skill while I was growing up, but it wasn't well detailed. So when I went for my NYSC, the side program organized by the government, I took the advantage of it to expand more about the business. And since then, I've been working with it.
Don't have any further questions for you, really. I just really love your energy, and I love what you're doing with this work. And I actually want to ask you if you would be open to mentoring other female. Okay, actually, I have a quick question. Initially, I thought you were just focused on cleaning supplies, but then I also noticed you do skincare. So how many product lines do you have for skincare and how many for cleaning supplies?
For skincare, we have just 3 or 4 products for skincare. Then others are basically for home cleaning.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, great. I like the sound of your voice. Nice. So currently you have a range of products. How profitable is your business?
It is very profitable, sir, because almost every day we have people that clean their houses and people clean their firm, their organizations. So there is no day that passes by without getting customers. Okay, so what is the margin between how much it costs you to produce and how much you sell? Okay, the margin now is 35%, sir. 35%. And what volume are you currently doing? We currently produce 250 bottles per month, but with the grants, we can increase it to 400 bottles per month, sir. Out of the 250 bottles, how many do you sell in the month? Oh, we sell up to 240 in a month, and some months we sell more than that. One average is the 250, sir. Okay. So when you get these grants, you're going to be automating your processes more. That means you'll be able to produce like how many bottles in a month now? We'll be able to produce minimum of 400 bottles. We can produce more than that, depending on the amount of grants we were able to get, as we have so many lying down to put in place. So what are you doing to protect your own intellectual property? You said you learned it, and that science means skill acquisition, something, right? Yes, yes. Yes, sir. So this formulation, is it unique to you, or is it a general thing that most people follow to produce these cleaning products and these skincare products? The general thing everybody has is the skill, general skill itself. But you know, as we have it in food, the way people prepare their jollof rice, for example, is different. So that is the same way it happens to our products too. We have different formulations for different people and for different brands. Okay, so are you seeking to
patent what you are doing, or what are you doing? Which certifications are you pursuing for your Limash products?
Okay, we are currently registered with the CAC. We are seeking to have a patent, to have our own patent registration, and we are also currently seeking for NAFDAC registration, so we can have our own NAFDAC number that will be on all our products, which no one can use.
Now, I don't think you need a NAFDAC number because you're not producing food, and you're not producing drug, maybe for your cosmetics anyway. I think you need a SUN certification.
Sir, we need the NAFDAC numbers for us to be able to be available in supermarkets and stores.
For the cleaning products?
Yeah, for the cleaning products, sir. Cleaning products are like soap, toilet wash, and so every supermarket has it in them. So we are planning on increasing our customer base. And one of the ways to increase it is getting our product available in nearest supermarkets. So I walked up to some of them, and the excuse they were giving me was we need to be NAFDAC certified for them to be sure that what we are bringing into them is not something that will be dangerous to the environment. So for that reason, if we really want to expand, we need NAFDAC certification, sir.
So why are you not pursuing this certification first, and you are trying to buy equipment first?
The one pursuing the certification is not just pursuing alone, sir. As we have some criteria that were listed. One of the criteria we have to have a working space. We have to have some machines in place. So from the profits we'll be making, we'll be able to get some of the machines, and to get orders and to fasten the whole thing, we needed the grant, sir.
Okay. Good job, Halima Tishala. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Just so you know, Halima, your competitors are not just do-it-yourself people.
Yes.
You have, folks who make cosmetics, folks who make Omo, right? Omo. Those are your competitors. So keep that in mind. And you need to think bigger in this space. And I think you are really onto something here. I love the energy. Is it just how many of you are in the team now?
We have just three of us in the team now, because we currently work from home. Yes, so the three of us work relentlessly, and in case of bulk orders, we just take part-time workers. But basically, we are three standard in the team, sir.
And how do you get your orders? Is it via your phone or what?
No, sir. We advertise majorly on women-only groups because our customers are women. They are the home keepers. Aside from that, we advertise through referrals. So we tend to provide our products for customers to be satisfied. So when they are satisfied, they bring back referrals for us. And we also advertise on this Facebook, basically Facebook that has large number of groups, like one Facebook group that has 70,000 women only. So we advertise on there constantly to keep the adverts going to get more customers, sir.
Last question: how do you get your products? I mean, your bottles, your containers.
Our containers, we currently get from Ilorin, but recently we realized that our production is increasing, so we are ordering from Lagos. We just started ordering from Lagos like last 2 months, but before it was from Ilorin, and we just get basically little one from Ilorin. But when the production was huge and it was becoming much, we started getting from Lagos.
How about the labels that you put on the container?
We have one of our team members is actually a graphics designer, so he handles that for us, the labels, the flyers, anything that has to do with design. That's Mr.
What is the label? Is it plastic or paper that you then glue on the plastic container?
It's paper, sir. Papers with sticked paper. So once you just open it, you just paste it there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, we're going to move to the next person. Your video is on. We'd like to move on to the next person in person of Aisha Bankole Alagba for Laundromat. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Let's have you, and your time starts now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Aisha Bankole, the Creative Director of Alagba for Laundromat, a registered business with a physical store located in Ilorin, Kwara State. With laundry being one of the most difficult and hated chores to do, our store provides a seamless operation that meets everyone's demand at any given time. We run as a sole proprietorship business. Our problem statement: washing is a very stressful, demanding, and time-consuming chore to do. People get so busy and can't get their laundry done themselves. This is why we provide our laundry services for them to save their time and also create a capable delivery network that helps them to track their laundries, pick, track, and deliver their laundries for them at no extra charge. We also save them the stress of doing their laundries themselves. Our business model, our key activities are washing, drying, ironing, and doorstep collection and delivery. Our key resources are detergents, liquid and powder, our washing machine, generator, and pressing iron. Our key channels are word of mouth, offline, and online. We use the web and social media like WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Our target markets are individuals, families, hotels, salons, health clinics, and restaurants. Our milestones: in June 2021, we were able to register our business with the CAC. July 2021, we won a grant that got us a small washing machine that boosted our sales. And in August 2021, after a year of opening our business, we were able to reach our 100th customer. And in January 2022, we have employed over 10 permanent and temporary staff. Our competitors: we have the Washer Girl, Washmat, and Eagle Express Laundry around us. And what makes us different from our competitors are we have a subscription plan that makes it easy for our customers to track their laundry at no extra charge. Our packaging is also top-notch. It's top-notch with a reliable delivery network. We give our customers the bond that makes them feel like family to us. These are what makes us different from our competitors. Our management team is headed by me, who is the creative director, and also assisted by 3 workers who handle all necessary stuff that has to do with washing, starching, ironing, and drying. We're also supported by 2 dispatch riders whose primary duties are to ensure customers' laundry gets delivered at the comfort of their homes. We also have 5 temporary workers who are not permanent in the business. Our financial projections: these are our financial projections for the year 2021, 2022, and 2023. This makes us one of the few business owners that's actually progressing, and in the year to come, we're going to be progressing as we move on. Our funding: Alagba for Laundromat intends to acquire large machinery to increase our output. We need a sum of 680,000 naira to get an iSense 12 kg automatic wash and dry machine that helps to deliver express laundry in minutes. We also need a fireman 3.5 kVA generator that will help us to power our appliances, as the one we are currently using is not enough to use our all our appliances at the same time. We also need a Binatom steam pressing iron, and also it's able to be able to press a lot of clothes at the same time, as we realize that the more we as we are growing, we are getting more customers than when we started. We hope this funding is going to be a thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. So over to our judges for questions.
Yes. When I first saw the idea, like, just washing clothes, well, you did a fantastic job laying your business model out. And it's clear to me that you've actually thought through the process. You are very detailed oriented. So kudos to you on that. How many clients do you have now?
As at last year, August, we've reached like 100 customers. And this year, we have like over 120, 125 roughly. But they are not like permanent customers, because we don't have like a permanent customer.
Mm-hmm. So are you there? Are you there now? Are you still okay? Yeah. Good. So is that 100 individuals? I know you say you have individuals and hotels. What else do you have? Hotels and other businesses? Can you name them again?
We work with there's this also Ajifat Medical Center, Crescent Medical Center. So we take the we wash their curtains, like hospitals. We wash their curtains, their bedspreads, and everything like that. And there's this hotel around us, Elite Hotel, near our store. We wash their curtains and the duvet and everything they use in the hotels. We wash it for them.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you have about 100 individuals that you've helped. One hotel and one.
No, they are everything is like together. Like we've calculated everything together inside the 100. We have the hotels, the restaurants, and the salons we've worked for. Okay. In the 100.
And you're only looking for 600,000 naira.
Yes, 680,000 naira, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Aisha, that was a very beautiful presentation. You've given a lot of thought to your business, to something that is ordinary. You've laid out a very good business model. Then you are keeping records. I can assure you, the people in your markets who probably have a business model for their laundry business. Are you an undergraduate?
Yeah, I just finished. I finished January, but I'm waiting to go to serve.
Okay, congratulations. So you've given very good. So while I was in the University of Ilorin, I left almost 20 years ago. I tried many businesses. One of it was laundry. I went to the banks. I took the clothes of the bankers. I took them home. I washed them and I delivered it back to them in the bank. And my parents could pay my fees, but I always loved doing business. So you are doing something very, very good. Now, you said you are starting a subscription model. I imagine that is for both individuals and for corporate entities like the ones you've mentioned, the hotel, the hospital. Have you been able to sign up anybody in this program?
Sign up. I don't get that, sir.
Do you have any returning customer that has this your new model?
Yes, sir. We actually have a customer that started from the first day we opened, and it was even the one that brought the idea to us that he's always bringing clothes to us. So it was like, can he get like a subscription plan that per month he has this amount he just pays? Then we would know that okay, this is the amount of clothes he brings, and if he's not able to bring, up to that amount, we are going to like use it for the next month. So even for the hotels, we know this is the amount of duvet they bring, and also some of them even pay like 6 months payments down for the subscription. Yes, sir.
Great. So how profitable is your business currently?
Actually, it depends because we're located in a student area. So most of our customers are students and just few workers like that. So like it depends. Sometimes we can get like so sometimes, like for example, February we made like 240,000 naira, and like for our revenue and our expenses were like it's 4,000 naira. So it depends on each month, and also the soaps and everything we use. Sometimes they're like on the high side, so everything just depends. We have like a variety of revenue we make each month.
Okay. So you've been able to tell us about the business, your marketing strategy, how you want to grow. What I want to know is how are you going to sustain this business? You are done with school now. Any moment from now, you'll be mobilized for NYSC. I guess the ASU strike is one of the reasons why you have not been mobilized.
Yes, sir.
When you are mobilized, how will the business go on?
I already made plans in place I have someone that assists me, is like my manager, and he has been working with me from the first day. So I already made plans of being posted to Kwara State. But if that does not work, my plan B is to make him in charge of the business, because we started right from day one. So he's going to be the one in charge of everything.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
So I think you are doing a good job. But your target market, being that you are located in the student environment, you have been able to master the art with low margin customers. It's time for you to start to look at the high margin customers. Even the corporate customers, they just bring volume, not necessarily high margin. So start looking at the high margin. Let me give you an example. While I was an undergraduate, I got a contract from the University of Ilorin to what do you call the thing again? To dry clean all the academic gowns towards.
We've gotten a deal like that before too.
Great.
We got a deal like that last year for the matriculation.
And that gave us a very high volume. So start targeting people who can pay you better margins. You've mastered the art, so take it to where you can make better money. I wish you all the best, Aisha.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Along the same line, you should look up a company called Student Made. It's a student started a company. It's a cleaning service actually based out of Florida. She started just cleaning dorm rooms of students. And just like Mr. Alaye was articulating earlier, she then graduated into cleaning homes and other non-student spaces She hired her dad to become a lawyer, and she's done phenomenally well. So look that up. I think I see a lot of similarities. One of the key things that she did was she only hired straight A students to work for her. And from that, she was able to branch out into tutoring services, dog sitting, earning trust for people to actually allow them to actually home sit when they traveled, all kind of stuff. So I think your space is very important. When people can let you into their home to wash their clothes, to clean their spaces, they give you a lot of trust. Based on that trust, you could do a lot with it. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for the feedbacks. So we are almost drawing this to a close right now. I hope we're not tired. I hope whatever. So we want to move on to the last person on the list, and last but not the least, Omiyale Fumi. People, are you there? Would love to hear you and hear about the fantastic business idea you've got. People, are you there? Can we hear me?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Seems like your volume is
yes,
low.
I can hear you.
Could you please increase your volume?
Okay. Hello, can you hear me now?
I think it's better.
She's still there?
Fumi, are you there?
Okay. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Omiyale Comfort, and I'm the CEO of PayPal Sanitary Company. At PayPal, we're changing the narrative of how sanitary pads are being produced by making them affordable, eco-friendly, and plastic-free. According to UNICEF, 1 in 10 girls in Africa miss school every month due to financial constraints to buy sanitary pads. And in Nigeria, the problem is further worsened, as more than 44% of our population live below $2 per day. Conventional sanitary pad is made up of 90% non-biodegradable plastic, which takes about 500 to 800 years to decompose. Our solution, PayPal. PayPal is Nigeria's first 100% organic, biodegradable, and plastic-free sanitary pad made from an agricultural fiber. Our target market, girls and women in their reproductive age in Africa, NGOs and governments. And our market size, we have over 280 million of women in their reproductive age in Africa, and our serviceable obtainable market is 10 million. Our revenue model, the production cost for each pack is 300 naira, selling at the rate of 450, leaving us with a 33% profit margin. And in the first year of production, we are forecasting to produce over 10,000 packs of PayPal, enabling us to generate 4.5 million naira. And in the next 6 years, with the sales of 10 million packs at the rate of 450, we'll be generating 4.5 billion naira. Our competitors, we have Virony, we have Moped, we have Horwitz, and our competitive advantage, PayPal is chemical-free, is 100% organic, it is environmentally friendly, it is made zero plastic, and it is also affordable. The hacks, we need $12,000, which is about 5 million naira, for product development, endorsement, marketing, and operational costs. The team, my name is Omiyale Comfort, and I'm the CEO of PayPal Sanitary Company. I have experience in project management and leadership. And we have Oluwatomilola Mustafa. He's the CEO of the company. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's the CEO of Rich Resources. And we also have Abosede Adeliko, which is the communication lead. We interact with our partners. And she's also an entrepreneur. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Fumi. So I would like judges to take up questions.
How did you get the name, PayPal?
Please, could you unshare your screen, please?
How did you come up with the name PayPal?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
How did you come up with the name PayPal?
PayPal, the PayPal name has an invisible form, and the pal there is friend. So the invisible form means period friendly, planet friendly, people friendly, and prosperity.
I know there was something about that name. Okay, interesting. Interesting, very good. So $12,000. Are you looking for this amount at a go, or are you thinking maybe if we get a chunk every year or every month, and you can be able to do what you set out to do?
Pad is regarded as a medical device. So we have to meet up with some regulatories in order to, get NAFDAC for the product. So we need that, 5 million naira to put in place the necessary requirements that we have been given to get the NAFDAC registration.
Okay. Lastly, have you thought about making baby diapers?
Yes, we've thought about that, but then this is still the pilot stage. We're hoping to drive this to a good stage before we bring in
out. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, for me, that's very interesting business idea. You have a very large market that cannot be satisfied. A few fundamental questions. Did you invent this pad?
Yes. Okay, at first it was like a team's project with different objectives. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, so I brought up a team of ladies and some guys in my school to distribute pads to girls. And in the process of that, it lasted about a year. I realized that the distribution of sanitary pad cannot solve the problem of period poverty because we just have too many needs. We have too many people. So I now sat down and make research that how else can we solve this problem? And I realized that affordability will go a long way. So through my research, I discovered that there is something they call banana fiber. It is actually getting from banana stem, the used banana stem. So that can serve as the absorbent layer, which is the major material in sanitary pad.
And so this is research-based?
Yes.
Okay. Was this your university project or what?
No, not university project.
Okay. So it is research-based.
Yes.
A patent on this?
I'm
you
sorry,
have your patent already filed. Hello?
Yeah, yes. I can hear you now, sir.
Do you have
okay, I couldn't hear clearly, but I think what you're trying to ask is, do we have
for this product?
No, we do not have patent, but in the next 2 months, because last year we won a 1 million naira grant, which we have not received yet. So we plan to use the money to do some of what's it called? Protecting the intellectual property.
Patent filing.
Yeah. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay,
great.
Which was why we dropped the social media campaign and the likes that we've been doing.
So it is patent pending.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay,
Pending.
great. Now, have you tested these products? Who are the people that have used it?
Okay, I have, when I was on campus, a lot of my friends, because I didn't want to, I made people around me use it. They have used it, it works perfectly. I have used it before, it works perfectly. The only challenge is you couldn't solidify the absorbent layer since it is produced manually, but we're able to achieve that with the machineries we'll be getting, and which should give it 100% quality. Because now, if you can only use it for 4 hours maximum. But if you have, I don't know if I should go deeper. So if you have every flow, you can only use it for 2 hours, which is not effective enough. So that is why we need funding to put all of those things in place.
Okay, do you know if there are similar research going on in what you are doing currently? Do you know if anybody is doing something similar?
In Nigeria, no, but outside the country, yes.
Okay, so you have not sold, you've not sold any product at all, have you?
No, we've not.
You've not sold any product at all.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just thinking because you still have a fairly long journey to go, though I think you have your plan laid out.
Yes. We are hoping to raise the necessary fund we need this year, and by next year, January 2023, we would kickstart the sales. By this year, we'll get registration and all of those things done. We are currently in communication with some the Commissioner of Health in the state. So I will help fast track the approval.
Okay. Okay. So that we don't take so much of your time and the time of everybody too. You need to first of all register the patent. You need to be able to produce it and put it on the market, even though I know that there are lots of Chinese that don't have start getting very good traction. But I think one of the first things you need to do as a matter of urgency is that you need to file for your patents, and you should be open to licensing your technology to bigger producers, or probably be open to acquisition in its entirety for good money, because I think you have a very unique solution. But I'm not sure if due diligence goes through, but instead of also waiting to get grants, you might be able to get equity investors, as you have been believable to us here today. Maybe you need to sit down, sit people who believe in your idea, who will drop money to own a part of your business, and then you can move fast. That's what I think. I know it will be difficult in the Nigerian market, but that should be the way.
Okay. We are open to 10% equity for 50 million naira.
At this point, you don't have a patent yet. You are still far from, I think you are still far from there. And you should start taking, you should go to the Lions Den that is holding in Nigeria now. But before you do that, if you don't want to be priced for cheap, go and get your patent. If you don't want to be, because if I were to be, if I was to be a VC now, I wouldn't give you 50 million naira for 10% equity when you have not tested the markets. You still have layers of tests to go through. You still have to go through the hurdle of NAFDAC. But we have a solution. Don't get me wrong. We have a solution that probably the likes of P&G might be willing to acquire for $10 million from what you are saying. But I think you need to still, first of all, get your patent. It is very, very extremely important at this point. Maybe that will be I know Prof wants to say some more things.
Yeah. I mean, it's still an idea. I make the point of differentiating an idea from an opportunity. Investors don't invest in ideas, they invest in an opportunity. So the market has not been proven, it's just an idea. And even having the partners is just a first step. And then you still need to test the market.
Yeah.
Now, you said you've actually had some people use it, right? How many people used it when you did that testing, so to speak?
We have over 20 ladies used it.
Okay, and you said it lasted for about 4 hours. It holds for about 4 hours, is that correct?
Yes.
And the best in the market there lasts for how long?
Okay. Usually you're supposed to wear your sanitary pad for 2 to 4 hours medically.
Okay. Right, but I know some people wear it overnight, right? You can wear it overnight and it holds up. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
So that means more than 8 hours in the market out there. It's feasible, isn't it?
I didn't get that.
So I mean, so can you wear yours overnight? Can someone wear yours overnight? Probably not. No.
Yes, but depending on the flow.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so at least you see what I'm getting. I think there's still more work that needs to be done to improve its ability to absorb fluid. Do you have a sample? I know you again, you have 20 women try. Do you have a sample you could hold up and just show us?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have it right here.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Again, thank you for the presentation. All the best.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I honestly must say a big thank you to our phenomenal judges. Thank you for the feedbacks. Thank you for the recommendation. I mean, it's a whole lot. And I think one of the things I personally love about pitching my ideas is that I get feedbacks from people, and then it makes me go back to the drawing board to know that, oh, this is what I need to do better. This is what, you could just, you're seeing it from a third person side. So it helps you lay hold on certain loopholes that you can work on. And one of the things this pitch also does for people is questions you've been able to get here, you'll be able to fit it into maybe subsequent pitches you'll be having. And I want to say thank you to our judges for the unreserving comments and all that. God bless you. Thank you for your time. That in itself, it's a whole lot. Thank you so much, Prof, for your time. Thank you, Mr. Lai, for your time. Mrs. Napa in absentia, thank you for your time. And to our amazing women, it takes a whole lot. I used to say something that, everybody sees a problem. In fact, everybody experiences a problem, but it's only the few that sees the problem, questions the problem, and then creates solution around that problem. So everybody can be saying, oh, pad is too expensive, oh, this is it, but not everybody will be able to think inwardly, get a foresight, foresight as to, okay, I can solve this problem actually. And one thing that stood out for me for every of our pitches is that some of us, some of you all started this business based on problems that you have encountered. Alima talked about ours, Shopcato talked about ours, and so many other fantastic people. So thank you so much for taking that giant step of questioning problems around you and creating solutions. I think that in itself is epic and is phenomenal. And I just want to say that this is just the beginning. You're going to grow to become unicorns. You're going to grow to become the talk of the town in Africa. And we can't wait for you guys to, become the best all over the world, being exported. We see your product in Walmart. We see it in every good damn places. We celebrate you. And I just want to call my phenomenal boss, my phenomenal mama. I don't know if that is official to talk about, but I'm person of Dr. Amara for the closing remark.
Oh, thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you. Amazing. And I want to say thank you to every single one of you who stuck through to the end, and also to the Thrivers themselves for the amazing presentation, because this gave us an idea to get to know the business a bit more. I know you did a 3-minute speech, but here you had the Q&A, which kind of gave you an opportunity to explain your business a bit more. So thank you so much for sticking through to the end. And I want to salute all my Muslim sisters out there, because I know today is Eid and they did take out time. And to be honest, I don't know, this shows a lot of tenacity. It shows a lot of grit. It shows a lot of resilience. And I want to say thank you. Thank you. I know today you're supposed to be with your family and friends celebrating, but you've just given this time for your business. So hopefully it will pay off. It will definitely pay off. So like I said to you earlier, I wouldn't want to be involved in the whole process of selection. So because I've gotten to know you guys a little bit more, so I don't want to get into that sort of space where I'm making decisions based on emotions right now. So I would allow the judges to confer after this time. They would confer and they would get back to me with the names, and definitely we would reach out to you via email. We would communicate that to you on the people who will be making it to the next phase. Okay, so thank you so much, and I do appreciate your time. Thank you, Dia Collections. Yeah, I always call you by your business name. Thank you so much. Dia actually was the one who was our first. You won the first prize on the first iThrive project. So thank you so much for hosting this. Can you imagine, just in a year, you've hosted an amazing event. And thank you so much. And guys, we will definitely meet. You know where we can find ourselves. It's been amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an amazing day and goodbye.